Hello, all you Leos. Welcome to your January 2022 monthly reading. And I know, I can't believe it's 2022 already. Of course, these readings come out a couple weeks before, so this will be out, before January 1st. So I do want to let you know that in addition to this reading for January, I'm also doing a January 1st pick a card for each zodiac sign, and it's going to just be asking the creator what they want us to know about what is falling away and entering our life, all the endings and new beginnings that they want us to be aware of for the year of 2022. So be on the lookout for those. But this monthly reading and the monthly readings for at least the first 7 months are going to be based on our different chakras. The first popular 7, and after that we'll probably get into the other expansive chakras as well. But this one is going to be the red chakra, why there's so much red around here, which is the root chakra. And that has to do with how we relate individually ourselves to the world or to groups, not one-on-one with individuals, but groups and the they on the outside world. And because of that, it's also a place where we zero in on our fears, where we get to experience the fears of our humanness first. So this reading is going to be focused on the kind of the question, what do you want us to know about our feelings, about our safety and our security, and where we can transform our feelings of not being safe and being insecure into a place of safety and security. And so because we're doing that, I'm going to pull a card here from this deck that I'm working on with the creator, and there's 7 stacks in that deck, and the first one, and they're all of course related to the chakras. So the first one is the root chakra, which asks, what emotional heat am I feeling, or what emotion, for this reading, what emotion do you want us to be aware of that is making us feel unsafe and insecure? So we'll give these a shuffle. And then what I've been doing in my monthly readings is I also take a tarot deck, which in this case is going to be the Wild Unknown Tarot. And I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana will be like this card, which will be the general energies that the creator wants us to know about January. And then they already told me this is the one. So, and then we will get into the minor arcana, and I'll explain that when we get to that. So this is the card that they want us to look at. Yep, you got indifference. And this card is like you wake up in the morning and you're like, wow, I woke up again. Big deal. I don't care what happens today. You just have no passion. You just have no energy. You have no drive. You almost, some of you, it's a general reading, some of you just wish you were dead. And I understand that. I was at that point in my life, and I've been at that point off and on throughout my life. And it's a beautiful place to be, because you're ready. You're so ready. You're getting to the place where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to live life. And I love how the creator brings us this rise from the dead injection. All this beautiful passion and unconditional love is what the creator wants to bring to us. So this is a great energy. And I can definitely understand, you feel unsafe because you just have no care, and you just don't. It's not that you don't love people. You just have your lifelessness. You just feel exhausted. You just feel it's almost like you feel like you're the living dead, is what they're saying here. But it's great because, you do have this 28 here, which 2 + 8 is 10, which means endings and new beginnings. So like I said, you are ready for a new start. You're ready for this injection of this new love, this new passion, this newness in your life. You're ready to make a difference. So this indifference will be transformed into wanting to make a difference. And like I said, we're going to pull a card here from this major arcana just to see what else the creator wants you to know about this lifelessness, this wishing that you were gone, and there's going to be some beliefs, of course, that are at the root of the emotions that we'll look at here as we go throughout this reading to help you identify what is it that's sucking the life out of you, right? All right. Creator, what else do you want our Leos to know? Yep. Okay, very good. Yeah, and you are fire energy. So, for you, Leo, to be feeling like your fire, like your flame is very dim instead of this massive roaring fire, roaring, being Leo the lion. So, you just feel like you're not yourself. And then you got the Empress, which is the 3. This is all about connecting to the unknown, connecting to the deep, connecting to the higher places. Your fire energy is your spiritual energy. And so reigniting and connecting to the higher realms is going to be huge for you to help ignite this, because what's draining you is all these expectations that you've been trying to fulfill all your life. I'm feeling like a huge 10 of Swords energy, which normally you'll see someone laying down on a beach with all the swords stuck in their back. Like they're not dead, they're just exhausted, and they're looking away, and the sun is rising. So the 10, because this is a 10, is all about that ending and new beginning. They're ready to let it go. All those expectations of the outside world, all those opinions of the shoulds, the supposed tos, the need tos, the have tos, all of those are stabbed in your back. And they have betrayed you because they have not brought you the amazing fulfillment that you thought it was as you achieved those things. It's all those expectations have equaled a disappointment, and that's why the core of this indifference. But there's hope. That's why that rising sun is on that card, and this is the hope, your ability to have this rebirth. And for some reason I had the High Priestess on my mind when I looked at this, but maybe it was the moon here. The Empress definitely is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, rebirth, new things, feeling your emotions, and it is about passion, and it is about finding this beautiful, it's like springtime after winter is the feeling that is coming with this. And really, with this moon being here, it is about connecting to the higher realms. And we, of course, will dig in more here. So, like I mentioned, we're going to pull the 4 minor arcana now, the 4 different suits. The first one is going to be the Wands, which is your spark, your ambition, your drive, your aha inspiration, your passion. It's also your spiritual energy. So this is going to be what the Creator wants you to know about your passions, about your spiritual adventure during the month of January. So Creator, what do you want our Leos to know about their spiritual adventure, about their passions? Okay, you're actually going to have 2 cards. And your first one is the 5 of Wands. So this is about a change of viewpoint, a change of understanding of the energy that you think you're seeing. Because usually it starts off like there's these 5 individuals that are fighting with these wands. And it's like a kung fu movie. A movie is what plays in my head, where they're all battling each other, beating each other. And you're like, oh my gosh, this looks like a war. It looks like a battle that's happening. And then eventually there's one that's, still standing. The other 4 are laying down on the ground, exhausted, breathing heavy. And then they laugh and they help each other up. And then they're buddy-buddy, and they're walking together to the mess hall to get something to eat. And you realize that they were monks. There were 5, Zen Buddhist monks in a monastery. They weren't at battle. They weren't trying to harm one another. They were in training to help improve each other's skills. And so that change of energy of how you're perceiving things is changing. And so this energy that you thought was conflict, you actually see as for improvement and for growth instead. And then you have the 4. So you have the 4 of Wands, which this 4, think of it as like a table with 4 strong legs. It's a very strong foundation. And so with this change that you're having here, you're becoming very aware of the energies and having a strong foundation on how you're applying your energies and your awareness of how you're directing it. It's almost like you're entering this new phase, this new strength of your inner energies as you connect. And let's see what else here. We're also going to pull a card here from this is a deck of the same author, but these are the Oracle, the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. And we'll see what else the Creator wants you to know about this passion, this spiritual energy. But I really feel like this connection with the moon and that spiritual energy is what's going to bring this strong foundation. Let's see, what else do you want our Leos to know? I mean, this is your fire. You are the fire sign, so this is your energy. You're used to, swimming or being in the fire of the energy. So this is kind of like this, it opens back up where this feels like there's no energy there. There's just this outer energy going on. This is like this inner spark kicks back in and it opens up to your fire. And then you got the dragonfly, beautiful. It's usually about a rebirth, a lot like the Empress here. And you got the bee. So 2 flying entities here. And let's take a look here and see what messages these bring for you. Okay, I came across the bee here first. Let me read the bee. Earnest, hardworking, democratic. So the bee personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. Sensitive creatures, they're aware of many subtleties at once, and since they're artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. So for the most part, they have bustling, joyous personalities until they're too tired from all the work, then they gripe and then they sting. Because when you're in balance with this energy, you're content, you're active, you're vibrant. But when you're out of balance, you're overworked and annoyed. So to bring this energy into balance, it says mini vacation. So this is that overworked feeling. You're exhausted, right? And then let's see what the dragonfly brings in for you as well. So taking time out. Here we go, dragonfly. Yeah, master of light, illusion, and the mind. The dragonfly is an ancient and ethereal creature that awakes a sense of wonder and awe. The dragonfly is a symbol of the mind as it's always moving, shifting, shimmering, and changing. And when the dragonfly card appears, it's worth considering the quality of your mind and perception. Are they restless or still, dreamlike or crystal clear? The situation at hand may be different than it appears at first glance. The dragonfly reminds us to calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through. Because when you're in balance with this energy, you do see clearly, you're joyful, you're magical. But when you're out of balance with this energy, you can't concentrate, you have an over-busy mind. So to bring that into balance, focus on your breath. So definitely, I love that these reiterated this energy that we're having here. But it definitely, dragonflies are also like butterflies, where they go through a transformation of being, water, in the water to something that flies, right? They go into that little larva that swims in the water, and then they eventually turn into that beautiful dragonflies that we see. And you're able to dragonflies are so cool because they can go zip forward, backward, up, down, fly upside down. They're has such ability in who they become. And I really feel like that's where you're headed with this too. And then we're going to move into the physical world, which is the earth element, which is Pentacles. And this is going to be all about your outside world, your physicalness. So all those characters on the stage with you, all those relationships that you're in the outside world, those circumstances you're in, like jobs and education in the outside world, your body, your possessions, your finances, all of that, what the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure during January. Okay, this is the one right there. And you have the Son of Pentacles. So this would be the Knight of Pentacles and others. And this is about movement. It's about taking your time, understanding that you're going to have a lot of internal things happening with your drive and your mind and your emotions. All those things are inside you and can change very quickly. But the Knight of Pentacles, the outside world, moves slower than the others because the outside world takes time, right? It's got seasons, 3 months for winter, 3 months for spring, 3 months for summer, 3 months for fall. And this just represents this reminder that you change from the inside out. And so as you change things on the inside, it'll eventually make its way to the outside. This is a card of that your outside world is going to have movement in it, but it's about slow movement, and just be patient with that, knowing that you're going to have tons happening on the inside with this rebirth that you're going to be going through, and that it's okay. Be patient. It's just remember, life changed from the inside out, not from the outside in. And we're also going to pull a card here from the Sacred Forest Oracle, just to see what else the Creator wants you to know about your physical adventure. And one more time. Creator, what else do you want our Leos to know? Okay, that one right there. And you have the Spirit Guardian of Winter retreat. So as I mentioned, 3 months of winter, and that's card number 38. So, and I'll read from the book here too, but that is, January is the second month of winter. February will be the last month of winter. So it's about just letting you know that winter, this is all about going through this season of winter. Just know you're going to have a lot of interchange as this is going, but it's the winter, at the end of winter is when you're going to really see this spring, you springing forward in the outside world. You're going to have a lot of inner springing, but the outside world will be spring. It says, night is coming and the temperature is dropping as you follow the path through the snow to this small cabin. A golden light flickers through the windows. You stomp the snow off your feet, open the door, and step in. Instantly, you're embraced by the heat of the fire and the tantalizing aroma of the soup nestled on the potbelly stove. A large, overstuffed chair awaits you. You curl up in the chair and warm yourself by the fire, right? This Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So this card indicates that it's time to pull back from people and situations that do not empower or support you. Let go of anything or anyone that drains you, and protect yourself from less than positive influences. It's time to renew your energy and incubate your dreams for the future. Make plans for tomorrow, but remember that this is a season of rest and recuperation. Winter is a time for replenishing your inner resources. Care for your body and your health. Mend and organize objects in your home. Repair whatever needs to be repaired in your life. Step into sacred silence to discover the answers within. A spurt of springtime energy is coming, but you absolutely must be prepared and must create foundations, otherwise it can seem overwhelming and destabilizing. Spiritually, winter is a season of retreat and renewal. This is crazy. It's the time to be still and take stock of your life and your future. The Spirit Guardian of Winter reminds us to stop the busyness of life and relax. The Spirit Guardian of Winter says, enter the silent, deep place within you. Renew, retreat, repair your body, items, and relationships. Examine your life and make adjustments as needed. Watch your nocturnal dreams. Meditate. Look for messages from Spirit, right? Look for messages from Spirit with that moon. Perfect. Can't make it up. Not much more I can say with that. That just reiterated everything we talked about. So we're going to move into the air element, which is the swords. And this is going to be your, mind, your mental adventure, because the swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So this will be what the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of January. this one right here. Yeah, makes sense. Four of Swords, peace of mind, letting your mind rest, which is what talked about too, overthinking, your mind being too busy. The Three of Swords, usually you'll see like the Three of Swords are up somewhere and the person's sleeping on the Four of Swords. And that means that you have the Ace of Swords, which brings to you the higher truths, brings you the power to let go of those thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. And the Three of Swords is all about your expectations, about those things, those beliefs about heartbreak and disappointment and all that, shoulds and need tos and have tos of the outside world. And so you can see, this little third eye is blowing up with this light from inside your spiritualness, and so you're really connecting during this time of hibernation, to really connect to that higher realm, those capital T truths, to understand what life is really about, what you want to ignite your passion and where you want to have this passion go to. But really this is about peace of mind and resting a lot of your mind, focusing on your heart more so. We'll see what else the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure through these numerology guidance cards. Just see what else. Okay, Creator, what else do you want Leos to know about their mental adventure? Boom, right away. Rebirth. That's why I love using so many different decks, because then the same message comes out so many times. It just really reinforces it and brings that clarity for the message. So this card indicates a time of major transition and transformation that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you've entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth, where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. This is where you surrender to the changes around you and prepare to be the best you can be, like that the dragonfly butterfly transformation energy. You're being encouraged to trust and believe that a magical future awaits. But first, you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and re-examine your life. Then eliminate any superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self and your dreams. This is time to recognize and rise above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors. For humility and authenticity are the keys to your success. This transformation is inevitable, so know that this is a very exciting time, for you are about to become the best you can be. And the affirmation for this card says that through personal transformation, I reach my greatest potential, which is totally this dragonfly, right? If you stay a larva in the lake, or the little pond, you're probably going to get eaten by a koi fish or a goldfish or something, right? But transforming to a dragonfly, you're able to fly and go so many places that you weren't able to go when you were restricted just to that small pond. All right, and then we're going to move into the final suit, which is Cups, which is water element. And this is going to represent your emotional adventure during the month of January. Just shuffle it a little bit more here. All right, so for our Leos, what do you want them to know about their emotional adventure during January, please? Okay, it's this one right here. And you have the, Three of Cups. Beautiful. So this is usually it's like the celebration card, celebrating, it's like joyous, emotional feeling, which can come, when you realize, okay, I'm having a rebirth, can bring you some hope. But this also has a special meaning for me. Like especially these three birds represent your spiritual posse on the other side, where it was talking about connecting to them. our guardian angels, our spirit guides, our loved ones on the other side, our ancestors, the Spirit, Holy Spirit, Creator, unicorns, fairies, leprechauns, whatever you believe are those beings of unconditional love and light on the other side. This is an invitation to let connect to us, because we are here. You're not alone. You have support. If you have any questions as you're going throughout this adventure and this rebirth, just know that they are there and willing to give you answers. You just have to get quiet and raise your vibration to one that is in alignment with where they're at. That's taking time out, taking deep breaths, like this mentioned over here, and just get into that place where you purposely raise your emotions to unconditional love, joy, peace, and laughter. That's the frequency at which they speak, so you can hear from them even more clearly. And then lastly, I'm going to pull a card here from this Priestess of Light Oracle. And this can be more information about your emotional adventure, but since it's the last card for this specific reading, it's also going to be a wild card, just to be whatever else the Creator would like you to know for the month of January. So for our Leos for January 2022, what is your final message for them, please? All right, there we go. And you've got touching earth, planting something new. Perfect. That's card number 12, which also adds up to a 3, which is about the 3, the 3, the 3. And let's see what beautiful message comes with this one for you. So touching earth, planting something new. The law of cause and effect is always at work in your life. And this card is telling you to bring a greater consciousness to the causal seeds you're planting in your energetic field. The angel of the rainbow is sending a full spectrum of light and color to nourish your highest intentions and help them grow. And you can use her assistance to cultivate the destiny you desire. It's time to consider the garden of your dreams and take action that will produce beautiful blossoms and a bountiful harvest. Is there a new project you have yet to begin? An image or an idea just forming in your mind? These seeds of inspiration are blessings from the universe, and you're the gardener being called to bring them to fruition. On a practical level, this card could indicate some new or increasing activity in the natural world. You may be creating an actual garden for yourself, a place where you can draw on the peaceful energy of the earth. You may even consider opening a flower shop or pursuing a career in a field related to agriculture, horticulture, or the like. You might also find yourself volunteering for cleaning up the environment, planting trees, or helping our Mother Earth in some way. Always remember to plant the seeds of optimism, self-love, and belief in every goal and every area of your life. For out of that energetic garden grows expanding joy. So this is that joy card too. And the affirmation for this card is, I plant the seeds of my future in every present moment. I nourish my destiny with action and joyous expectations. So I love that. So you're definitely putting through these intentions, this little syringe of unconditional love and of passion helps you rise from the dead, literally, and have this rebirth into something more beautiful, something more in line with your passions and what you want to do with your life. Because when you're living your passions, you wake up in the morning and you're excited to do something new, towards your dream, towards your passion. And you know that it's your dream when you wake up that way. But if you wake up feeling like this, where you just feel indifferent and no energy, then the dreams you're trying to live are not yours, but someone else's that they gave to you, that you took on because that's the way that we learn when we're growing up is, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be, what I should be, what I need to be, what I have to be. Okay. And then you're like, ugh. But when it's in alignment with who you are, who you truly are, then you wake up and you do feel like this joy, you feel like this rebirth, you feel like this magic and this new breath of fresh air for your life. So I love this for you. I know it's not joyous feeling this way, but just know that it's worth going through this season. And whether you're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, this winter feeling is what you're going through. So just know that this doesn't mean that if you're in the southern hemisphere and you're like, well, we're in the middle of, summer right now, winter, doesn't impact me. Just know that this is just that energy of winter. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to leave the reading there. I want to let you know, in addition to these monthly readings, I also do weekly energy update readings by each of the elements, like fire signs, water signs, etc. I do new moon, full moon readings, and a variety of other readings throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those messages and you want to get notified right away when they become available, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below, and that's going to make this notification bell pop up. And when you click on that, it'll take you to your settings where you can select to be notified immediately. Also, if you're enjoying these videos, if you don't mind giving me a little like, a little thumbs up, that helps the YouTube algorithm share these videos with more people. So if you want to be part of sharing the love, sharing the messages, just give the video a like, and I definitely appreciate that. All right. Well, as you go throughout this January and every second of every day of your life, just know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing January. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you take care.